So now moving on to the pressure sensing lines, which is most important for the sensing of the pressure inside the fire protection system. Our controller need to understand when I should start and when I should stop. For that, we need some input from the main water lines, from the discharge side of the fire pumps. If the pressure goes below some settings, the controller will start the pumps, and when those pressure reach, the controller will stop the pumps. Here we have the sensing lines. Those sensing lines should be always between the discharge check valve and the isolation control valve. We have the two valves, the isolation control valve and the discharge. It should be always in between them. The reason for that one is here. If our pressure sensing line or maintenance needs some kind of the maintenance, we should simply isolate from the discharge side and we will do our maintenance. By doing that, we will not have to discharge the complete fire protection system water or drain those water for doing our maintenance. So this is the one of the beauty for the pressure sensing lines. We have to keep in between the check valve of the discharge side and the discharge isolation OSI type valve, right, for our maintenance purpose. Now we have two controller at this location. We have a jockey pump, and the jockey pump require a controller, right? Separate controller for the jockey pump operation, and then we have a separate connection for the electrical pump. This is our main pump controller, and that is our jockey pump controller. You can see this line, right? This line is going inside this. Here we have a pressure sensing lines. We have a pressure sensing line, pressure sensors inside that one, which change the water pressures and convert those water pressures to the digital signal into the controlling unit based on that the pump operate. So this connection need to be separate. We need a separate sensing line for the jockey pump, and we need a separate sensing line for the electrical pump. Keep in mind the size of the connection, the pipe should be half inch. It should be copper class K, L or M. It should be stainless steel or brass. We cannot use normal steel pipe, or we cannot use galvanized pipe also, because by time to time those pipe will corrode easily. So those corrosion is a factor that we cannot use those piping in the pressure sensing line. So we are only allowed with the copper, stainless steel 300 and other kind of the pipe which is accepted by NFA 20. NFA 20 normally accept KLM and stainless steel type of the pipe. The size of the pipe is half inch. Okay. Now in between the sensing lines, we have a two check valve. If you can come and show this to them. This is our one check valve, right? The check valve in this direction. Inside that, this is a specialized check valve for the pressure sensing lines. Inside we have some orifice, right? So those orifice will allow some water to go in this line. Now this water is flowing into that direction. The water is flowing, the direction of the arrow is this direction, right? And here we have one, here we have one check valve, same like that one, and direction should be always in the opposite, at the same direction, right? So distance between these two check valves should be minimum 5 feet. The distance between these two check valves should be minimum 5 feet, and these two check valves will facing each other in the same direction. The reason for this two check valve is that we understand when fire pump start, right, or stop, there is a surge in the pressure. The pressure goes high and the water harmony will cause. So now those water hammers may be damaged the sensor, which is very costly one, right, for the electrical pump and the diesel pump. To avoid that, we need two check valve at 5 feet different minimum to avoid those kind of the surges coming from the pump due to those kind of the situations. Now coming all the way, the same connection is coming here, the separate line This is jockey pump. Here we have a check valve and there is one check valve for that. So now the minimum distance already is 5 feet between these two check valves, right? Okay, so this is all about the pressure sensing lines. Now, if you are doing a maintenance, right, you are doing inspection of fire protection system. If you are doing the maintenance at the site and the pump is idle, stop, the pressurized system, how to make sure that your fire protection system is working in correct condition, the performance is okay, or you want to start your pump. All you have to do is, here we can see the gauge, right? It is showing the exact pressure we are getting into the fire pumps. The inspector who want to start the pump or check the operation of the pump will just open this valve a little bit, and due to that the pressure will be released from the main line, and due to difference in the pressure the jockey pump will start first. The jockey pump will start first, and as we discussed that the jockey pump is only for the maintenance purpose, right? So it will not enough for the it is not enough to supply full demand in case of the fire. So it will only maintain the pressure 10 psi plus or minus. Suppose your jockey pump set for 160 psi. When the pressure goes to 10 minus 10 from 160 psi up to 150, the jockey pump will stop, and again the pressure goes up to 160 psi, the jockey pump will stop. But jockey pump cannot supply a pressure more than 10 psi differential. If pressure goes further down, it means there is an actual fire, it's not some leakage and all. So we need the jockey pump to save our main fire pumps from happening of those things.